Hi, Rue. I've filmed this video a bunch of times now. This is not the video I thought I was going to make today. And I'm upset. And I'm dumbfounded at some of these comments. And just the assumptions that people make. And maybe it's my fault. Maybe I never did an introduction video to who I am and what I am because I came over from TikTok and I know a lot of people knew me already. So we're gonna talk and we're gonna clear some things up, and I'm gonna try to do that without getting too upset here. And maybe I shouldn't let things bother me as much as I do, but I'm a human and I have feelings, and I think that the internet needs to see that, because otherwise you're a keyboard warrior behind a screen, and maybe that's your goal and you want to make me upset, and I don't know. But the things that are being said about me on other platforms, because this has now moved past YouTube and onto other platforms, is shocking to me. It's absolutely shocking. And I don't know. I'm a silly little, like, this was supposed to be fun. I started YouTube because I thought it was going to be fun. I like it here a lot more than some of the other platforms that I've been on for the past, 4 years now. And this is the first time I've received so much hate. And I've made a lot of videos that probably could have gone in a different direction, and over things that people are so misinformed about. And again, that could be my fault, but even if I did one of these videos, people still would have made their assumptions and they probably wouldn't have watched this video anyway. So is it my fault? Would people have known? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm making this video even without Ben now because of things that people don't know, right? So I might babble, I might talk in circles, and I'm sorry. I'm so flustered, and I'm trying to concise my thoughts, and I'm trying here. So let's start at the very beginning. Hi, my name is Sarah, and I am Crochet Vision. This is my Crochet Vision. I want to know what your Crochet Vision is, and that's where we're gonna start. I am 29 years old. I'm going to be dirty 30 this year in October 30th to be exact. I am a military spouse. My husband is in the Coast Guard. He is not here right now because he is deployed. That's the whole reason I started Crochet Vision. My hands can go with us wherever we go. I had a different job pre-COVID. I don't talk about my past life anymore. Which I call my past life. I lost my job during COVID. Ben was overseas during that time, and he came home. I had to figure something else out. I'd been crocheting since I was 6. My grandma taught me to crochet when I was 6 years old, and I picked it back up full swing during COVID. I started designing my own crochet patterns, mainly focused on markets. I did my first market in 2021. when things started opening back up. And I've been doing it full time since then out of sheer necessity. Literally this week, Ben started a new job. We ended up taking a massive pay cut because the military promises things, they fall through. We made financial commitments based on their word. They didn't do that. And so now we're taking a huge hit. But he is not here right now. We want to talk about low income? Be a military wife. Because that was a lot of the comments in those videos. What about the low income people? That's all. What really upset me about a lot of those comments is they're just completely assuming my financial position, the amount of money that I make on my business, what my life is, just because I'm on the internet. And you have no idea what anybody's financial position is ever. You have no idea what anybody's situation is for anything, and you shouldn't just assume just because I'm filling up a cart. I just did some massive shows And that's the only way I can put food on my table, is to buy the yarn when it's on sale, when it's on clearance, so that way I can make enough stuff for my shows so I can put food on my table for me and my husband. Sorry. And of course, Ruthie. For those of you who don't know, this is Ruthie. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Please stop. Okay, that was in my mouth. Thank you. Thank you. Please stop. This is Ruthie. She's named after Ruth Bader Ginsburg. It's Ruth Bojack Ginsburg, because she is a Bojack, a Boston Terrier Jack Russell mix. Yes, you're such a good girl. Thank you. Thank you. My husband, Ben, he's not here right now. He's in the Coast Guard. He's going to be 32 this year. We met when we both lived in New York. We've been together for 11 years. We've been married for 5 years. That's a story for another day. I think what is most upsetting me about all of this is that people are really calling into question my character and calling me greedy and all of these things, and that's just not who I am. And if you don't like me, that's fine, but there are just all of these keyboard warriors, and the fact that this has left YouTube is really just upset me. Like, we're really gonna start a whole thread? That's you're that upset that I used my own money that I worked hard for to buy yarn that was available at the store and didn't leave it for theoretical customers. Like, it wasn't like I was fighting other people at the store and taking it right out from their noses. I waited 2 weeks to buy the yarn and then bought the yarn. And by the way, it's the exact same yarn that I bought on Mother's Day, that I waited for the Mother's Day sale a month ago because I was afraid they were going to discontinue it because I use it, and I was afraid they were discontinuing the colors. And people are like, she doesn't even know what she's going to do with it. Oh, yes, I do. I turn over the yarn in this yarn room so frequently. I'm just, these wild assumptions that people are making I just like, I don't know, maybe I need a thicker skin. Maybe that's it. But the other thing I wanted to talk about was the drama video and some of the comments on this drama video, the market drama video. There were some nasty comments on that one too. And I just think that we need a little bit more information for that one as well. So I will share a little bit more information on that one. That was the most money I had ever spent on a craft show. And these craft shows, I'm not spending $100 for a craft show. I spent $450 on that craft show. This is a juried event. It was a big show. So the fact that the contract wasn't followed was a huge deal. You'd be just as upset as I was had you spent $450 on a show and then she showed up and did that. And I feel like that's a detail I left out and I probably should have put in there, because it's not like I spent $20 or $50 or $100 on this show. I spent $450 on this craft show for the show with this giant contract, and to break the rules, cheat a children's charity, because all of the money from that fee goes to a children's charity. You're cheating the charity. And then if anything happens, they don't have insurance. They're not covered for anything. That's a huge liability on the craft show itself. That could end that whole show. That's a big deal. So, but it's not just some little teeny tiny show that I was upset about, and they cost me a lot of money, and there's no doubt in my mind I would have made, and so same thing with the other vendor, would have made a lot of money had they not been there, based alone on the fee that I paid to be in that show. I made this YouTube channel to help people with craft shows. I feel like I've done so many. I have so much information to just share and the realities of what it is. And I feel like I try to be as positive as I can, and I do try to share some of the negatives, but in the best way possible without being nasty, and trying to share love and positivity. And I just wish that everybody would do that and share some more kindness and love and stop being so nasty on the internet. And maybe that's an unrealistic expectation of the internet to do so. We do have so many keyboard warriors here, but we're talking about crochet and craft fairs. We're playing with yarn. Can we continue to just have some fun and play with yarn and spread some kindness and some love, please? Can we do that? And not be so nasty in my comment section, because I'm gonna just start to like turn it off if that's the case, because there's no need to be nasty. There's no need for that here. I'm not gonna tolerate it. I'm just not. There's no need to be nasty to each other. There's no need to be nasty to me. It's just not. And I don't deserve that. Other people don't deserve that. I'm sorry you feel the need to do that, but we're not going to do that here. That's not my crochet vision, and I don't want it to be yours. With that being said, the video I was going to share was going to be me doing the exact same thing at Joann's with their clearance yarn. So I might take a day or two before I post that, because I'm still feeling feelings, which is why I didn't post yesterday. Just the nasty things people are saying. I just don't. And what gets me is that you wouldn't say that to my face. You could try. You wouldn't. You wouldn't say it to my face. If you wouldn't say it to my face, don't say it online. I think that's what bothers me about keyboard warriors. You would have no guts to say it to my face. But we're not going to tolerate being nasty here. Funniest part is I wasn't even going to record that day, because I was with my friend and Lily, her daughter, and she's like, "Oh no, I'll record you. It's fine." And then Lily wanted to be a part of it so bad. And then YouTube almost wouldn't even upload the video because of all the beeps. They thought I was being vulgar and cursing. Like, that's the funniest part. And then today, because Ben's not here, I was going to tear all the yarn down. That was going to be the video you were going to get today. I was going to reorganize everything. I was going to pull all the yarn down and put it all back. Because it's too hot to sit outside and crochet. And like, at my last craft fair, the fee was $160. The entire time I was there, I made $420. It's rough out there right now. It is rough being a craft vendor. It is really, really tough. It is really hard. The people are there. They're just not buying. It's an election year. It's hard. People are not spending their money. And it's hard. I saved in order to buy the yarn that I do, and I wait for the sales, and I wait for clearance. Otherwise, I can't put food on my table. Like, that's just because I make YouTube videos, like, I'm not making a lot of money. Like, maybe someone will go buy a pattern off my website. Like, I don't. And if markets keep going the way that they're going, I don't know what I'm going to do. And if Ben keeps getting deployed, I don't know how I'm going to do them by myself. I can't even set up my tent by myself because I can't reach. Like, don't assume you know everything in everybody's life. You have no idea what's going on behind the screen. If you like this video and you do want to keep seeing content from me, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing or resubscribing if you unsubscribed, because a lot of people said that they did. If you want to see me take all the yarn down from the wall, we might do that. I don't know at this point. Who the hell knows? I sell my crochet patterns on my website, crochetvision.com. I also sell some finished items there as well. That's the thing. Spread some love, guys, and show everybody kindness, please. Especially on my page. There's no room for hate here. There just isn't. I'm not going to tolerate it. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'll be your anything if you be the one to take me home. 'Cause right now everything makes me wanna leave this place and roam.